Yeah.
You're obviously very close allies. You're also both close allies of the United States. Take an open approach to its and those of your other allies, Jacinda Ardern, which you take with your government.
I don't see our position or our advocacy of it as a distraction to issues on the Korean Peninsula. In fact, I think it probably enhances our position in terms of why we advocate in the direction that we do. It will be of no surprise to any Australian that New Zealand has long taken a very firm stance on both nuclear proliferation and the existence of nuclear weapons generally. It's become a part of our identity as a nation, our strong stance on nuclear weapons, almost to the point that it probably doesn't require restatement when we're on Australian shores. I think they understand our long-standing position in that regard. And as I say, I think it probably positions us well in an international environment, both to be advocates, but it also, I think, gives us some credibility in talking about our rationale and our perspective on nuclear issues. We will continue to be advocates around nuclear prohibitions. We are seeking to expedite the ratification of that agreement, but that's obviously a domestic matter for us and one that we advocate internationally, not in any one particular territory with one particular leader. I think the Prime Minister already probably knows New Zealand's decades-long stance on the issue.
Yeah, look, I think the difference it's a difference in perspective as much as anything else. Let me be very clear about this. Australia is, and indeed New Zealand is, as allies of the United States, a beneficiary of the extended nuclear deterrence of the United States. As part of ANZUS, we benefit from that. These are dangerous times. Our focus right now is, and I think we are totally at one on this, is in doing everything we can to prevent and arrest nuclear proliferation. The most stark example, of course, is in North Korea, where we are working together with our allies and indeed with partners, international partners, including China and all the members of the United Nations, in seeking to enforce strict economic sanctions on North Korea to bring that regime to its senses. The denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula is a vitally important goal that we're all working towards. So, in terms of the treaty that you referred to, the Prohibition Treaty, the weakness of it from our perspective is that the nuclear powers are not a party to it. We work internationally to prevent proliferation. We clearly, all of us, everyone, would like to aspire to a world which is free of nuclear weapons, but we have to focus in the here and now, which is our perspective, in a very clear-eyed, pragmatic way on preventing proliferation, whether it's in the Korean Peninsula or elsewhere. And in doing so, we obviously have to work very closely with the existing nuclear powers, including our great ally, the United States.
And of course, nothing about our position precludes us from equally pursuing the sanctions that the Prime Minister spoke of, which have been a critical part of the response to North Korea, which New Zealand has done with vigour.